Jehuty here. Let's get into the Devil Jin Season 4 changes. First up, his new move, Laser Slice, back forward 2-3. It's a mid-high. Of course, if it's block, it's safe. It's at -9, as you can see. The second hit is a high though, so that means it's duckable. This is going to be very interesting to see what kind of mix-ups people come with back forward 2+1 and this move. Next up is fly into 3. And what's happened here is that changed the behavior when the enemy is downed. As you see, yeah, the behavior has changed. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe we get some stuff guaranteed afterwards. Next up is down forward 3 to 4. And what's happened is that the damage changed. So the first hit is changed from 10 to 12, now does 12. The second hit now does 10 instead of 8. And the last hit now does 20 instead of 16. That's a damage buff all around. Down forward 4 has also been buffed a bit. So the tsunami kick now has more range, as you can see. Quite a nice buff. The Wild Rising version, which we'll get later on too, also has a buff in the same regard. Next up is down 2. This is actually my favorite one. On normal hits still acts the same, but on counter hits the behavior has changed, so I'm sure you can get like some guaranteed stuff out of that, like guaranteed back 4. Next up is back 2-1, the new move from season 3. You can also hold up forward to transition into Heaven's Door. And what's happened here is that the first hit, they've increased the lower range of the attack, so I'm sure that's going to help with wall combos especially. And the second hit, so they've changed the damage from 23 to 21, that's a nerf. And it's delayed by 1 frame, so I think it has to do with the wall consistency. Now, this is a buff and a nerf at the same time, but with the way Season 4 is going, I think it's normal. Now we have Wraith Kick up forward 4, and what's happened here is that we decrease the distance from the character when the opponent is hit by this move, and that means that back 4 is guaranteed again. Yes, back forward 4 is guaranteed again. Next up is Devil Jin's Hell Sweep, and it's gotten a buff. It now does 38 damage instead of 30. And now also has the animation from tag 2, and somehow the falling animation has been changed if you just decide to do the first hit. I'm sure that makes follow-ups a bit more consistent. We'll have to see what the pros come up with. But yeah, overall Hell Sweep's been definitely buffed. Next up we have Wild Rising 1, and not the follow-ups, just the Wild Rising 1. And what's happened here is that decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits, so that means that most likely the follow-ups will hit more consistently, they won't whiff. And next up we have the Tsunami Kick, the Wild Rising version, and it's also had its range increased, just like the standing version. And of course lastly we have Devil Jin's Throw, which is quarter circle back, 1+3, and what's happened now is that the move can be buffered, so that means that if you're doing other moves you can buffer it. Definitely Devil Jin has buffs all around. I don't know if they'll stay like that. Anyway, this is your boy Jehuty. Consider subscribing, like, comment, and I'm out.